Yo, what's going on, Pokechamps? It's your boy InfamousTrainer, and today we are talking about the Pokemon Journeys anime. Now, with that being said, I'm really excited to talk about this episode and talk about some of the upcoming episodes that are coming to Pokemon Journeys. Now, with that being said, if you guys are excited for today's content, the information, I need you to like the video up, share the video out so other people can see it, and please subscribe and become a part of the Pokechamp family. Now, I'm excited. Let's dive in. We got some good information. If you haven't already, go and follow me on Twitter. We're close to 400, we just hit 350. Follow me on Twitter, I'm dropping all that funny content, all that cool content, talking to the other PokeTubers and everything down below. So check it out in the description. Now, quick shout out to Entity Maze for giving us this sweet information, talking about episode 30, 31, and 32. Hey man, I really appreciate Entity Maze for dropping this information so I can make this video. So again, thank you bro for that. So let's dive into episode 30. Now, diving into episode 30, we have after winning an official match on the Pokemon World Championship, Riolu is feeling like $1,000,000, but Ash's fixation on training Riolu pushes Pikachu's patience to its absolute limit, which is actually really interesting and outside of Pikachu's actual, personality. It's not something we see pretty common from Pikachu, but at the same time, Ash has been really training hard with Riolu a crap ton. He has been having Pokemon outside the ball, almost like a secondary partner Pokemon. Now, that being said, it actually ends up leaving Sakuragi's lab, and then Mr. Mime chases after it to bring it back. But even with that being said, Pikachu is set on its ways, and the road leads the two somewhere else. So this is going to be a really interesting episode, focusing in on Mr. Mime and Pikachu, and I can't wait to see where this episode takes them. And of course, again, Ash has been really working hard on Riolu, but at the same time, I don't mind it. Pikachu, you got several seasons to shine. You got a whole Alola League you help us win. Like, come on. Like give Riolu a little bit of shine. He's new. All right, I'm excited for this episode though. It looks really sweet. Let's hop into episode 31. So for episode 31, we actually have an interesting episode talking about Soda has come to Ash and Goh for advice. And if you don't know who Soda is actually going to be the brother of Koharu, which is actually really interesting. He explains that his friend Nami is feeling bad because everyone keeps telling her Pokemon isn't cute. That Pokemon in question is being Hinbass, which is actually going to be Feebas, is the English translation, my bad, oh my goodness, which is said to be the shabbiest Pokemon in the world. However, Nami and Feebas aim to win the water type Pokemon friendship contest, since the truth is that Feebas hides its amazing secret. So this is going to be really interesting. I guess it's going to be an episode focusing in on Koharu's brother, which really is interesting that we're getting more of Koharu's other family members, and I guess more of her brother in this instance more than Koharu. So hopefully we get a little sneak peek of her and what she's kind of doing, and then focusing in on Nami and her Feebas, as well as the actual contest and possibly the evolution of Feebas as well. And then last but not least, we have episode 32, and this one is actually going to be called Celebi, A Timeless Promise. Now, this is going to be a really interesting episode because it's going to be featuring another legendary and mythical Pokemon coming to Pokemon Journeys. Now, it says right here, 3 years ago, Goh met a young boy named Tokyo, hopefully I'm saying his name correctly, on a family trip to Hiwata Town in the Johto region. Tokyo was searching for the mythical Pokemon Celebi, and the two kindred spirits decided to search for it together, which is something that sounds pretty accurate to Goh's character, as we know he's searching for Mew. But Celebi turned out not to be all that easy to find, so the two parted ways, promising to meet up again at the same exact spot to continue their search. But Tokyo never showed up to the spot they had promised to meet the next day. Flash forward to the future, or the present day in this instance, when Goh once again visits Hiwata Town and ends up encountering. So this could be a really cool episode of him encountering Celebi, or even encountering his friend from that many years back. It's gonna be super cool to see another legendary mythical Pokemon making its way onto Pokemon Journeys. Is freaking awesome. Now, I found it really interesting that episode 30, 31, and 32 is not really Ash focused. Now, of course, he did get plenty of episodes with the Ash vs. Karina, catching himself Galarian Farfetch'd, and everything like that. That, of course, episode 30 is going to be focusing in on Pikachu and Mr. Mime. 31 is going to focus in on Feebas and Nami, as well as Soda. And of course, the last episode, being 32, is going to focus in more on Goh and his previous friendships throughout different things he's done. So it's super cool to find out all this information, but let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, give a big shout out to Entity Maze for getting us all this sweet, juicy information. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of these upcoming episodes. What do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen in these episodes? I want to hear from you. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the content, give it a like. I highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.